So, okay, welcome to my channel. Good evening, guys. So, in this video, I am going to talk about organometric compounds, part 2, and this is very important for CSIR and dedicated exam. So, my humble request to all of you guys, if you are new in my channel, so please subscribe and like the channels and click the bell icon so that you can get easily notifications when I upload video. So this video is going to little bit lengthy because I added 15 slides, so it will go little bit lengthy. So okay, so today I am discussing about the part 2 organometric. In this context, first I will discuss organometric reaction, second transverse, and third redox reaction, oxidative and reductive eliminations, and fourth one is homogeneous catalysis. So in this redox reaction, first I will discuss about the rate of ligand substitution. So these are some points you should remember. So what is Leville complex? Leville complex is something reactivity. When the reactivity going slow, then we call the Leville complexes, and complex, those who react slowly, are called the inert non-Leville complexes. So these are the points you can read. It is very important. So, and third point is the complex of S block ion, except smallest beryllium and magnesium are extremely Leville. And fourth is complex of the metal third ions or flux are all very Leville. So these are the very important points. If you see the reaction profiles here, first we see the profiles of dissociation mechanism. So here we see this complex. This is complex MlNX. It dissociates to Mln plus X and reduce the coordination numbers of these products. And this is the reaction profiles. Potential energy, this is potential Y, and Y-axis is potential energy, and in X-axis is reaction coordinates. So you see here, this is reactant, and this is the intermediate, and this is the product. You see, energy of reactant is little bit higher than the energy of product. And intermediate is the energy between the reaction and product. So these are the reaction profiles for the dissociation mechanism. And point 2 is reaction profiles for associative mechanism. So associative means if in this MLX complex you add Y, then form the MLN XY and coordination number is increased. So this is the associative mechanism. So if you see here the reaction profiles, potential energy versus reaction coordinates. So this is the reactants X single bond M plus Y, here is the reactants, and these are the intermediate, and this is the product. So these are the basic things about the dissociation and association mechanism. So now I am going to the these reaction profiles of interchange mechanism, which is denoted by I. Earlier the associative is denoted by A and dissociative is denoted by D. So here is the interchange. Interchange means something replaced by some other species. So interchange here is the reactant is MLN X, which is replaced by Y. So here is the dot is in transient states or intermediate, and this here X is removing and Y is adding. So this is the interchange mechanism. And if you see here, the energy gas is much difference between reactant and product. So here is one point is it does not form the perfect two intermediates, because the energy gaps between this reaction and product, reactant and product is much more. If you see here, the energy gap is not that much different, but in interchange mechanism the energy gap is much more different. So this is the table. What is things are happens. So here is the summarized tables. You can read also here. So now I will discuss about the transcripts. So this transcripts is very important in exam points of view, and a lot of questions has been asked from this transcript. So what is transcript? So transcript is something is when strong sigma donor ligands or pi acceptor ligands greatly accelerate the substitutions of ligand that lie in the transposition in square planar complexes. That means what this points telling means sigma donor ligands and pi acceptor ligands greatly accelerate the substitutions of the ligands, and that lie the transposition in the square planar complexes. So here if you see here is the some ligands, sigma donor ligands, and here is the pi acceptor ligands. These are the pi acceptor ligands, and higher the trans effects for hydronium ion, and lowest the trans effects of OH minus ion. In between, other ligands also is present. We see chloride ion has more transfer than ammonia. So if we see here the pi acceptor, so pi acceptor is here the carbonyl ethane has ethane and carbonyl pi acceptors is transferred is little bit same, and lowest here is the bromide ions. So these are the order of the transfers, and it is very important when apply this order in the reaction mechanism or reaction. If you see this complex platinum, basically here the use the complex only the square planar complexes, because here is mentioned the square planar complexes, so that's why in transverse basically use the square planar complexes. That's why we can easily see in the trans and cis effect. So here this is complex platinum NH4 NH3 called for 2 plus. So if you see here is ammonia, here is chloride ion. So if you see sigma donor, so chloride ion has more trans effect than ammonia. So if we react with this complex, then it here is 2 plus charge. So first chloride ion, one chloride ion add to this, one charge is neutralized, and in second step another when added chloride ion, then it will form trans this platinum Cl2 NH3 whole twice. Second also PtCl4 2 minus. So here is just opposite. Here form the cis product, because the trans effect of chloride is ammonia is lower than the chloride. So that's why it's formed cis, just opposite of this. So in next slide. So next slide is these are the examples given here. You can see and understood yourself. Okay, it's very important. If you remember the order of the ligands transferred, you can solve easily problems. Okay. So these are the example, very important example. So now I will discuss point third, redox reaction. So in this reaction, I will discuss about the oxidative and reductive elimination. So okay, I will discuss in detail. First, I will discuss about the CO stretching frequency. And these are the this is the also this is very also important points, and from these points there are a lot of questions has been asked in CSIR and NET exam also, CSIR and GATE exam. Examiner question has been asked what is the order of staging frequency, CO staging frequency. So basically if you see here, if the numbers of metals is increasing, the staging frequency is decreasing. If you see RM3 metal, the staging frequency is lower, because due to the back bonding. This is back bonding. As I remember, this stitching frequency is proportional to the under root the force constant and inverse proportion to the effective mass. If you remember, then you can easily comment here what is the sorry okay what is the order of or what is the value of stitching frequency of these species. So if force constant is more, then stitching frequency will high. If force constant is low, the stitching frequency low. If effective mass is high, then stitching frequency will low. So according to that, we can judge which complex, which species has more. If you see here the stitching frequency, so here is the CO stitching frequency high, 2143 centimeter inverse, and this complex is 2090 centimeter inverse, and this complex is lower because the here the what I can say, charge of cations is increases, means oxidation state is increases of that can, that's why the stitching frequency is decreases. Okay, because central metal become is become more deficient. Okay, that's why the stitching frequency become low. Okay, so here I give only little bit introduction. In next lectures I will discuss more details. So if you see here the pi acceptor order of basicity, so PCY3 is higher basicity than PET3, PME3, PPS3, and like that. Lowest basicity is CO. So now I came here the oxidation, red oxidation. So this is oxidative addition and reductive elimination. So first I will discuss about the oxidative addition. So what is the oxidative addition? Oxidative addition is something the addition. Oxidative addition is something the addition of molecules XY adds to the metal atom, form the new metal X and metal Y bonds. Under this, the cleavage of XY bonds. After the oxidative addition reaction, the result is means the increase the coordination numbers of the metal atoms by 2 and increase the same oxidation states of the metal atom by 2, and reductive elimination is the reverse of oxidative addition. Here the coordination oxidation yes, coordination number is decrease. sorry, here what I told you, in case of oxidative addition, the increase in the coordination numbers of metal atoms by 2. So this is example for oxidative addition, and this example is for also oxidative addition. Okay, so if we see the total valence electron is 16, it become to 18, and the coordination number is also increases. So this is for oxidative addition. So it is concerted reaction, and and here the dihydrogen coordination to form a sigma bonded hydrogen ligand S2, and back bonding from the metal result in the cleavage of the HS bonding of the formation of cis dihydride. So if you see, this is also examples of oxidative addition. Here the hydrogen molecule is added. Here added, it will form the 5 coordination, and then it form the 18 electrons in 6 coordinated. So other oxidative addition reaction, it is not a concerted reaction, either go through the radial intermediate or the base through for the SN2 displacement reaction. In the SN2 oxidation addition reaction, lone pairs of on the metals attacks the XY molecules. So if you see here, so this is the electron rich. If the methyl iodide is attached, so it neutralizes single charge, it charge convert into +1, and then it forms the trans molecules. So these are the things. Here, if you should discuss about the reductive elimination. So here two ligands coupled and eliminate from the metal centers is known as reductive elimination. Here if you see here, in this species having 18 electrons and it is reduced to 16 electrons. Remove the methanes. So this is the example of reductive elimination. So here the point is eliminating fragment to the cis to each other. It is the concerted form of oxidative addition. If you see here, this is cis form and this is the trans form. So it is very simple. So now I will discuss about the sigma bond metathesis. So sigma bond metathesis, it is also concerted reactions, and sometimes oxidation addition cannot take place. Reaction sequence is So now we'll now I will discuss about the sigma bond metathesis reaction. So it is also is concerted reaction, and sometimes oxidative addition cannot takes place. So this reaction is sequences oxidative addition followed by reductive elimination, and it is very important. Also example on WC. So this is due to the electron diffusions of metals atoms and does not participate to the oxidative additions. So these are the examples. And hydrogen molecules add through sigma bonds, then the called the sigma bond metathesis oxidative addition reaction. So these are the from the species. Oxidative addition followed by oxidative addition from the reductive elimination products. So another reaction is one migratory insertion reaction. This migratory insertion species such as hydride or alkyl group to an adjacent ligands such as carbonyl CO to give the metal complex with the two fewer electrons on the metal atoms. So this is eta CO because single atom metal atom attached to this carbon atom. So eta CO, for this species MCO is called the eta CO. One migration. So one migration. So here the attached to the here this X. So these are the examples. If you add PPS 3A, then it insertion means here the CO insertion is happened, and PPS3 attached to the direct metal manganese. So here the insertion, one insertion is taking place. Okay. So these are the things you can read carefully, then you can understand what actually happened. Okay. So like that, 1,2 insertion and beta hydride elimination. So this is for 1,2 insertion. This X is added to 1,2 position. Here X added to here. So this is for 1,2 insertion reaction, and these are the examples for beta hydride elimination, and these are the example. You can read more details. Okay. And these are the alpha, gamma and delta hydride elimination, cyclometa, lecto. So these are the examples for the alpha, beta, gamma hydride elimination. Okay. So these are important. So now we will discuss about the last point, homogeneous catalysis. So this catalysis reaction is very important. of exam point of view. In this catalysis reaction, the homogeneous catalysis are present in the some same phase as the region. So it's present as a solute in the liquid reaction mixtures. So related process is something ligand substitution, redox reaction, oxidation, reductive elimination, migratory reaction, and 1,2 insertion and beta hydrogen. These are related reactions. So some reaction alkane metathesis and hydrogenation alkene metathesis. Here if two alkene is added to form the one alkane removed and trans alkene is formed. So alkene metathesis reaction process through the metallo cyclobutane intermediate. Okay, this is cyclobutane intermediate. Okay, sorry, this is cyclobutane. Butane intermediate. This is very important in hydrogenation of alkane. So hydrogenation of alkane by using Wilkinson catalysis, rhodium Cl, PPS3 coupled twice, and related complex are used for the hydrogenation at a wide variety of alkane at a when close at 200 atm or less. So these are the reaction. Here the Wilkinson catalysis. Here the PPS3 in the above the plane. This is, and here is the PPS3 down the plane. This is for 16 electron. After oxidative addition of hydrogen molecule, it formed the 18 electron rule, and then after this reductive elimination, after PPS3 reductive elimination, it formed 16 electrons species, and after addition of this species alkanes, pairs, it will form this, and this after this form this E 16 electrons, and here after adding again PPS3 it will form this F, and here if you see here this species is removed and form again this. So this is the hydrogenation of alkane. Okay, by using this Wilkinson catalysis. Okay. Now third reaction is hydrogenation, hydroformylation. So from this alkene and carbonyl and alkene and carbonyl and the hydrogen molecule react H2 react to form the aldehydes containing one more carbon atom than the original alkenes. So if you see here this alkene and this carbonyl and this water hydrogen molecule react. So here is coming one extra carbon. So this is for the hydroformylation. So this is from the aldehydes. So this very important reaction. So this is the mechanism. Cobalt 2 and carbonylate react with hydrogen molecules, form twice of this cobalt CO, whole for H. and again this removing this carbonyl from the CO, cobalt cobalt thrice H, and this is the cyclic reaction for this hydroformylation. So first they took this species actylene of this CO3, sorry CCO, this C, sorry cobalt, CO cobalt for H, 18 electrons having present is 18 electron. After reductive elimination, this reductive elimination of carbonyl, it become 16 electrons. After oxidative addition of this alkane, it again become 18 electron row, and after oxidative addition of carbonyl, this become this species, and after that again migratory insertion, this become aldehyde and remove the aldehydes. Okay, this is the reaction. So basically the product is formed the aldehyde which extra of one more carbon atom of original species like alkene, then form one more extra carbon species of aldehyde. Okay, here if you see, here is in alkene has two carbon atom, and it become 3 carbon atom. If you see 3 carbon atom become 3 also. So these are the main things. Now we will discuss about the Wacker oxidation of alkenes. Wacker oxidation of alkenes. So here is this Wacker oxidation is basically by using the process of ethylene. Here the formation of product is ethylene from the ethene and oxygen. If ethene and oxygen react, then form ethanol. Form ethanol. Okay. So here they have to platinum second catalysis to oxidize the alkane with the palladium being oxidized via secondary copper catalysis. So these are the reaction mechanism. This is alkane react with oxygen, ethane react with oxygen, then form the ethanol. Okay, so these are the cyclic reaction. So here they took secondary copper catalysis, and here if you see they have platinum second, and after adding this alkene or ethene, then it attached to the lead 2 plus and water molecule adding and H plus ion removing from this C, and again this forms D, and then E, and here the removing this ethanol, and this become again lead 0, and then this again oxidized to lead 2 plus. So here the reoxidation reaction takes place. Reoxidize reaction takes place in the presence of this 2 plus copper. So here the roles of 2 plus copper. This copper 2 plus oxidized to lead 2 plus. Okay, here lead is 0 is oxidized to lead 2 plus in the presence of copper 2 plus iron. That's why here the rules of copper catalysis is more important. So this is the mechanism. So here the ethene and lead chloride and water molecule form the ethanol, and this lead zero and HCl, and this lead zero again oxidize with this copper chloride form the lead 2 plus ion, and this copper Cl2 plus oxygen and hydrogen 4Cl minus, and this water. Here this is the examples. Oh sorry, this is the mechanism of this Wacker oxidation of alkanes. Okay. Now we came to the last PPT. Last slides. In these slides, here the discuss about the methanol carbonation, ethanoic acid synthesis. So here basically they have used catalysis. The rhodium and iridium complexes are highly active and selective in the carbonation of methanol to form the acetic acid. So here the methanol react with carbonyl to form the acetic acid. So this is, and now discuss the Monsanto and Catua processes. This Monsanto and Catua both are the same processes, and different catalysis have been used. So for Monsanto, rhodium based catalysts have been used to form the acetic acid. This is rhodium based catalysis. RHCO I2 catalysis. This is cyclic reaction. This is rhodium based complexes, 16 electrons, and second step form the through oxidative addition of this methyl iodide this forms C16 electron, and after addition of carbonyl it become this D, and after removing this, here there are several processes happened and from the acetic acid and plus this again. So this Catua process is uses iridium catalysis produce the ethanoic acid of sufficient purity. Okay, so this is all things we have I have considered in the lecture 2. So sorry for that, some repeating sound is coming from in this lecture and other last lectures. So sorry for that. In future I will improve this sound. So for it, sorry for that. So okay, thank you guys. Again, if you not subscribe my channel, so humbly request please subscribe the channel. So I uploaded more and more interesting video. Thank you. Bye bye.